Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But you look at this defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now a 2nd and 6. In motion, Slayton. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Okay, here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Great. Over here.
Now Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Waller's had trouble staying on the field since back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but few possesses athleticism at the position, and that's what the Giants traded for last offseason. Looking like the vintage Waller with that first down.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Great.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Let's go. Turbo 3, kick. Front end, TX. Hey.
On 2nd down, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running left, it's A-Chain.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Boogie Basham earning himself a tackle for loss as he stops him behind the line.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Hey, 21 Chi. Step. Out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's caught by Chosen.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
21 G, 21 G. Solo left Zion. Hey. Out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Great.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
44. Ready. Hey, 21, TX. Scat. Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Gets this one to Hill. zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to A-Chain. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
21G, 21G.
Now Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bulls are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal to difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch it, Austin. Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. A-Chain gets it from the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Looking to pass. Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Listen up.
Running right, here's A-Chain. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Go ahead. 32 stand. Cover one high.
A give up the middle to A-Chain.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
A-Chain now up the middle. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his His throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
21 G. Number 1, high.
2 once again here on 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. It's A-Chain on the give. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A-Chain will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A-Chain once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Devon A-Chain, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Bulls use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Detroit.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rita.
Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Why shift the crew? Here we go.
A handoff, Barkley running left. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Half jumbo.
Now 2nd and 9.
Great.
Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. It fights him off. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind
wind up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go, dog, dog, dog. Go, Cyclone. Go, Cyclone. Go, Cyclone.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here comes 2nd down.
21G, 21G. Solo left Zion.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
All right, let's go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Here's Tua.
That's caught by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua. On the handoff, it's A-Chain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua. That ball caught. It's chosen.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Listen up. Hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Double one, hard. Ready.
Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 21 TA. Step. Water. 21G.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Yeah.
Here now, 3rd down.
Solo left Zion. Hey. Watch it, Oscar. Let's go.
Tagovailoa.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jones.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's 2nd down.
South salad. Come right, Pacino. Up.
Jones.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jones.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Now Jones.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Back to throw, Jones. That is caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Giants, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Daniel Jones.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah.